Good evening, Southside, Church of Christ, and those wonderful seniors. The moment and the time has finally arrived. You can get out of high school now, and you've done a wonderful thing to be able to accomplish that. It's difficult sometimes to get out of high school, all of the experiences that you've had, some difficult difficulties with friends and teachers, but through it all, you've persevered. And I just want to, number one, commend you and say congratulations. And there are no true words to express what it means to be able to finish high school. But to all of the graduates, God bless you. It's a powerful accomplishment, and you must never forget what it's taken for you to go through what you've gone through. But now that you have accomplished that, life is changing rapidly. You will have to deal with some of the issues that many of us have never dealt with. You would have to deal with COVID and what it has meant as far as online classes and the way that it has changed the funding system, the way that it's changed education in its entirety, the way that it's impacted our society. So you have the challenges. You have the support of your family, your church, and often in your community. So you'll be able to meet the challenges. Make sure that you do several specific things. Keep at least two friends from high school in your category of friendship. Keep a couple of teachers as well. When I graduated, I had a lot of friends that still remain my friend, but I'm living in North Carolina, and that was in Florida. But Sylvester Jones, Earl Curry, and Ruth Kelly stand out as my friends. And every time I go home for the school reunions or any event, they are there. We greet each other warmly. We keep up with each other. So it's great to have that continuity. So keep some friends and share some enemies. There's some folk that once you leave high school, hey, it's done. And for the time being, unless God changes them, you just go ahead and do your thing. And also remember in all of this that you're going to be challenged. Everything that you have learned, whether it's in your congregation, everything that you have learned about Churches of Christ, everything that you have learned about Christ Jesus, everything that you've learned about cooking, money, everything that you have learned about love and relationships, everything that you have learned is going to be challenged, and it should be, so that you will know why you believe what you believe. And no one can possibly know the health challenges that you're going to have, the financial challenges, dealing with the issues around race, ethnicity, gender. We have fought and continue to fight those battles. But the key is to keep fighting, keep moving forward. No one of us has ever discovered what love really is. And so that will be the battle of your life, the journey of finding out what love is and who loves you and who you love. But you must not give up. I'd like to close out with two verses, two particular passages, and one is from Proverbs. So bear with me as I read from Proverbs chapter 4. Listen, my sons and daughters, accept what I say, and the years of your life will be many. I guide you in the way of wisdom and lead you along the straight path. When you walk, your steps will not be hampered, and when you run, you will not stumble. Hold on to instruction. Do not let it go. Guard it well, for it is your life. It's hard to hold on to instruction when you're younger, when you're trying to find your own way. You're still young, but you have been given instructions at home, instructions that are meaningful at school, instructions from your family and from people who are close to you. And you probably have received instructions from people who were your enemy, but the instruction itself was beneficial. But the proverb writer says, hold on to it. Hold on to it. Because if you hold on to what you've already learned and what you understand to be true, it's going to matter to you in ways that you could never have imagined. The final passage that I want to share with you comes from John chapter 8. Listen to Jesus. To the Jews who had believed, Jesus said, if you hold to my teaching, you are really my disciples. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So the proverb writer says that you hold on to instruction. Jesus says, I'm going to instruct you. And if you hold on to it, your heart and your mind will always be free, and no one can take that from you. Ever since I was raised in Central Florida and made sure that I was raised up in the church in which I was in my community before coming into the Churches of Christ, they set the tone for me for who Jesus really was. I've not had a day in my life that I was unaware of Jesus. I was in Sunday school when I was a real small boy, and I have found through it all that his truth is worth it. You've got a tremendous challenge ahead of you, a lot of ups, a lot of downs, but you are already victorious. God knows the plans that he has for you, and he's going to prosper you. God bless you, high school graduates. Southside Church of Christ 2020.